Today we're going to talk about the new age frauds. In the previous video, we talked about why it is critical for the enterprises to address fraud and what are the factors which are leading to the rise in frauds. And today we're going to discuss more about the newer platforms coming into picture and what are the pain points that enterprises need to address. So talking about the new age frauds, we have seen a phenomenal change in the sophistication of type of fraud post COVID-19 versus what we saw in previous decades. So both regulators, businesses are still grappling with identifying and understanding these new type of frauds. So some frauds, they are traditional methods which have been given sort of a makeover to become a 2.0 version kind of themselves. These type of frauds are phishing, account takeover, and social reengineering, where the fraudsters they collect sensitive information of pretense of giving loan, etc. On the other hand, there are very innovative crimes which are so mind-boggling that they are giving these FCC professionals sleepless nights. These include frauds like crypto fraud, or Gen AI enabled fraud, where a fraudster they can actually match the modality or the tonality of a person, and then they can sort of commit that fraud. And it is very difficult. It is getting very difficult for the enterprises to detect these newer type of frauds. So now my colleague Subha will sort of help us understand what are these enterprises going through and what is it that they are looking for in terms of getting external help to solve these issues. Over to you, Subha.
Thank you, Abhilasha, for setting the context in terms of the new and modern age fraud. With the advent of these kind of new frauds, there are obviously the new kind of pain points these different enterprises are facing. And when we talk about and look into the market, what we generally find are there were the four main categories in which we see these pain points emerging. One being obviously the real-time detection of the fraud because of the new kind of technologies. The fraudsters have become very vigilant as well as very quick and sharp in terms of gathering different kind of data and creating different kind of frauds. But because of that, the real-time tracking and real-time detection of these frauds have become much more difficult. The second being the lack of in-house capabilities to tackle such new frauds, as well as the R&D budget that is required to investigate as well as to come up with these kind of solutions within themselves. Thirdly, the employees who are associated with in terms of combating frauds are also need to be taken care of because to the exposure to highly sensitive materials as well as highly sensitive content as well. And lastly, in terms of talent being one of the crucial problems throughout the industry, we do see a lack of talent as well emerging as one of the major pain points. And what is so because of these different pain points, the kind of expectations now enterprises have to detect to combat each of this case belongs to one being obviously access to the new kind of technology that would be able to help them to detect these frauds in a real-time basis. Second being obviously the cost-effective and scalable solution, which can be easily deployed as well as scaled different to proportion as well as different kind of scale of business. Thirdly, keeping into mind the wellness of the employees has also become kind of crucial. So any kind of employees who are like looking into this kind of business need to be taken care of. And lastly, in terms of talent management, we do see a lot of domain expertise or domain enrichment that is needed to be done. So this brings us to the conclusion of the second chapter that we were going to second chapter of this series. In the coming chapter, we were going to talk about the how what are the different enterprises and how they are exactly combating fraud in these days. And thank you for staying with us. Stay tuned for the next chapter.
Thank you, everyone.